Now you're probably sat there wondering, what the fuck is that? This, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone betwixt, this is Legacy Leylines. What this deck looks to do is perhaps abuse the London Mulligan rule to get some good hands. So what you want is multiple Leylines in your opening hand. If you're not aware of how Leylines work, well, all Leylines, or at least the ones that are part of the Leyline cycles as it were, they enter the battlefield during the pre-game effect stage of the game. After you've resolved mulligans, both players get to have pre-game effects. In this case, for example, Leyline of Anticipation. If Leyline of Anticipation is in your opening hand, you may begin with the game with it on the battlefield. You may cast spells if they had flash. Every Leyline has that first bit about entering the battlefield before the game starts. Sanctity stops things targeting your face, Leyline gives flash. Punishment stops life being gained and stops damage from being prevented. Vitality gains you life from creatures in the battlefield, which is largely relevant for our deck and gives us +0/+1 on the back end. Combustion is the new one from M20 that shoots them for 2 when they target your shit. And Leyline of the Void exiles their graveyard, or cards going into the graveyard. You have an ETB trigger like Rip, but it does stop things going to the graveyard after that. And Leyline of the Meat pumps your token. The idea of the deck is to get multiple Leylines in play, tap a Serra Sanctum for multiple mana, preferably 4 if we can. Play an Opalescence, which turns all non-aura enchantments I control into creatures equal with power toughness equal to their CMC, which turns all these into 4/4s. And with 5 Leylines, that's 20 damage on turn 1. The reason that they can attack on turn 1 is if they've been in the game since the game began, they don't have summoning sickness on your first turn. So London Mulligan helps us to get this sort of like glass cannon combo off. Serum Powder also allows us to get that glass cannon off. In addition to that, we have the 4 Serra Sanctums plus 4 copies of crop rotation, some conferences and some city brasses to crop rotate into the Serra Sanctums. We have a Tree of Tails singular because we can tutor for it off Enlightened Tutor. We have 4 copies of Enlightened Tutor to go find the Opalescence so we can actually win the game. Idyllic Tutors are worse versions of Enlightened Tutor, so 2 copies of those. And Suppression Field just sort of stops our Wastelands from blowing up our Serra Sanctums mainly, and just fucks with our opponent's plans. This deck is Glass Cannon, it is weak to Force of Will, so in the sideboard we got some plans against that. One of those plans is to double up on Opalescences by playing a Hero Bladehold early and then slapping them with it. That's one way of getting around a Wasteland, for example. And also, with the new London Mulligan, we can just put 3 Chancellor of Annex in our deck and try and reveal them in the opening turn so that their Force of Wills and Dazes don't work as well. So we can actually resolve our Opalescence. And then we've got some like removal spells and anti-combo spells and all sorts of shit. So let's play a game of Magic with Legacy Leylines, see how it goes. If you liked the video, click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And comment down below what you think of this fucking ridiculous deck. This is a slow play, but a quick play. It's a quickie. It's a Magic the Gathering PleasantKenobi quickie. Hope you enjoy it. With all that out of the way, let's jump into a game. Well. We have double Leyline plus Sanctum, plus a Mana Conference and Crop Rotation, so we can go get another one. I'm into it. We begin the game with Leyline of Anticipation and Leyline of Vitality in play. Our opponent leads Waterlogged Grove into Mana Bond. This is lands? We have to be careful of Wasteland on our Sanctum. Yes. They chose not to Mana Bond everything into play. We're going to play a Mana Conference and pass the turn. We're going to Enlighten Tutor for a Suppression Field, I guess? That's probably our best bet. Maze of Ith. Interesting. Let them resolve the Mana Bond trigger? Nothing. Wow, better go look at our deck and become enlightened. We get Suppression Field, we untap and we draw the Suppression Field, which will help us against like Wastelands, because then the Suppression Field means that Wastelands cost extra mana to make. Play a Suppression Field, and then we're going to pass the turn. We can crop rotate into another Sanctum, but it only makes 3 mana, which isn't good enough. Next time we can just cast Opalescence and start attacking. Mox Diamond, discarding Dark Depths, yeah. The Jugaborg exiling my Enlightened Tutor. Okay, we untap. We draw. The Helm Obedience, yeah, that's alright, I guess. Opalescence. Mana Bond is now a 1/1, interesting. And we get to attack them with 2/3 Suppression Field, a 4/5 Leyline of Vitality, and a 4/5 Leyline of Anticipation. They go to 9, pass back. Can they combo kill us? Elephant Grass. Black creatures can't attack them. Non-black creatures can't attack you unless your controller pays 2 for each creature that controller we've got to play loads of mana. But we got loads of mana. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got loads of mana. Traditionally, lands isn't blue, green, black, by the way. It's not traditionally bug. So the Waterlogged Grove plus the Elephant Grass is quite unusual. Maybe it's some sort of Loam deck that isn't quite the traditional lands. Some form of Turbo Depths. Who knows? Leyline of Punishment. Pay 6 mana. Okay, I will. They can maze one of my creatures and like take 6 and go to 3. Maze of Ith costs some extra mana because of Suppression Field. Oh god, this is a good enchantment. It's like Cat Jesus is like a strange sister, but if his sister was like a building with a beacon on top. They now have to pay cumulative upkeep on their Elephant Grass, which taxes their mana even further. Okay, they scooped it up. We got them game 1. Now post board we get fucked by Crossing Grip pretty hard, right? So we want to play around Crossing Grip somehow. The best way to do that might be just to play Hero Bladehold out of the sideboard. That might be a good way of getting them. But is cutting 4 Leylines the correct way to do that? Yeah. Maybe cut 2 Leylines, like a Serum Powder and then a Dillic Tutor? Okay, let's give it a shot! That's the problem with this deck, I have no fucking idea how you're meant to sideboard. Okay, our opening hand has 3 Leylines, a Suppression Field, and a Crop Rotation. We are keeping this. What we need to do is draw Hero Bladehold, a Opalescence, or even the, what do you call it, the thingamabob, the tutors. So if they port or Wastelanders, they take damage. Damage can't prevent them, they can't gain life. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under our control, we gain 1 life. Yeah. Maybe this hand was bad. Leyline of the Void is actually very good against lands decks because of the Loam, but maybe we should have looked into Dark Depths of the Graveyard, Mox Diamond. Because of that, that's why the thingamabob that I just mentioned, Bojuka Bob targets us and they take 2 damage from the Bojuka Bob. Got him! We drew a Leyline in the Void, which isn't terrible. I guess we play a Mana Confluence, we make a green, we crop rotate our Mana Confluence into a Serra Sanctum, we make double white, and we play a Suppression Field here. Then we just need to draw another card source for the Leyline, I guess. But this makes their Wastelands and Ports and such a lot worse. That makes their combo a lot worse. Waterlog grow from them, nothing else, and they pass back. We untap. They might have Corrosive Grip in hand at this point. We've got Enlightened Tutor, so we're going to go Enlightened Tutor in their turn. Or our upkeep, one of the two. We kind of need them to tap out for us to go for it. They're going to play a Reclamation Sage. I guess they blow up the Suppression Field? Ooh, the Leona Combustions. They take 2. Okay. Right, let's get Opalescence then and hope this gets the job done. Untap and draw the Opalescence. Wha-pow! We now got a board, boys and girls. Let's go stomping. Swing for 10. Suppression Field's still in place. The chance of them comboing very low. A Wasteland doesn't do anything. Corrosive Grip is their best card, 100%. Or another Rex Sage, I guess, if they are on the Rex Sage plan. I guess they got a Corrosive Grip in hand if they're passing back and not scooping. Go to combat. And attack. Comes the grip. Yeah, okay. No bodies for us. Shame, but whatever. I mean, we can make their fetch lands and wastelands a lot worse with this bad boy. And then we're just going to buy some more time. Eternal Witness. God, their deck is cool. Get back Rex Sage. Sure. Let's lay down the Void and play would have been pretty good then if they're playing Eternal Witnesses too. Just draw Opalescence, right? Well, that's kind of an Opalescence. That's a pretty good magic card. I mean, do they have an answer to this? Oh, we're getting life as well. Yes, I would like to. It's a 3/5 as well because of the Leyline of Vitality, which means an Eternal Witness and a Rex Sage can't actually block it down. I guess they could now Rex Sage the Vitality so that when I swing I don't gain life and all my creatures aren't good in the back end. That's what I would do anyway. No Rex Sage? They got a Rex Sage the Leyline, right? Yep. I didn't gain life anyway because my Leyline of Punishment's a Nombo with my Leyline of Vitality. Jesus Christ on a bike. Okay, Hero Bladehold can be double blocked by the Rex Sage Eternal Witness. They will leave behind 2 bodies. Those bodies will swing for 4 damage this turn as well. Seems pretty good. Is this the best place for Hero Bladehold across all of Magic? It doesn't see play anywhere else, right? I think I have to attack here. I want the triggers to... So first on, last off. So first on, last off. Oh god, I'm so good at this game! I can even stack my triggers correctly! Fuck yes! So they double block the Hero Bladehold. Sure. Taking them to 3. That Leyline of Combustion actually did work. Again, the worst of the Leyline cycle from M20 might just have a home here, because it's slightly better than the shit Leylines that Leyline decks have played in the past. Elephant Grass. I'm going to have to pay to attack through that again. Well, I can't cast any of these things, so I only have 1 coloured source, so I guess we're going to go combat. I'm going to pay all that mana, get in for 2, take him to 1. Have we beaten lands / loam / I don't know what the fuck this is. It looks cool. We got there. Has Leylines took its first victim of today? Oh, okay. I've got to pay 4 mana to attack with a 1/1, and then they could have removal, I guess? I mean, I haven't won with a 1/1 soldier token of Hero Bladehold in a long time. And there you have it, kids. That is Legacy Leylines. If the Sanctums weren't so expensive, the deck would be pretty cheap. I mean, it's relatively cheap by Legacy standards. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Ta-ta for now, cunts.